The next one is dyeing your hair at medical school is unprofessional. Unprofessional.
I see why some people might think that, but I think everyone needs to stop blaming the hustle culture.
That is terrifying.
We get it, the standards are strict, but keep it the same for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think that I would have gone on placement when my hair was blue, or I don't think I would have gone on placement when my hair was pink.
Med students have no vim.
Oh my god!
I mean, hello! Are we all watching the same video?
Hi guys, and welcome back to Journey to Med. My name is Liddy.
And my name is Hazal.
And today we're going to be reacting to your very unpopular opinions. And we have a very special guest here with us today.
My name is Faye, and I also do YouTube, and I'm also a medical student.
You guys know who Faye is. Like, we don't need to introduce her.
Yeah.
Bad beat content, bad beat vlogs, bad beat everything. This person was not playing. We're jumping straight into the deep end. They said the 6 years at medical school is not worth it.
Oh my god!
That is not correct.
Personally, I would say, because I took a gap year, I always thought, God, that's such a long time. Like, I'm gonna be way older than all my friends and they're all gonna be earning money and whatever. Now I actually fucking love it. Being in education, as much as we all hate it at some points, it's also like, it's also such a great time in your life. 5 years isn't
Yeah,
bad. Like, I don't know, personally.
I 100% agree with you. Like, as students, we get uni days, we get so many perks, like, we don't have any deep responsibilities. Before you start it, you feel like it's really long, but once you start, you're like, it's really not that deep and it's actually going pretty fast. So
literally.
slow down, please, because literally.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
If I was doing a real degree, I'd be entering the adult world. Like, all my friends finished their degree last year. That is terrifying. That is when you actually become an adult and you actually have real responsibility. And I think prolonging the responsibility, I love that. I love that.
Legit is a bit. Guys, adult life is scary.
Very.
Like,
a lot of people will be scared here.
so the next question is, I don't know who wrote this, but they said medical school is actually quite easy.
Do you know what? Like, I'm actually able to run a YouTube channel alongside medical school. I'm able to do this, I'm able to do that. Like, there are elements of medical school that are very difficult, but I think the level of stuff you need to know isn't that difficult. It's the volume.
Yeah. I think what it is it's definitely not easy, but it's not as hard as people make it seem. Like, I feel like people make it seem like it's the hardest degree in the world. And I think every degree is hard in its own way, but also I think no degree is easy. It's a degree at the end of the day. So there are also harder periods, like exam season. Don't want to talk about it. Exam season is... Don't want to talk about it.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Medical school is really what you make it. Just like Faye said, there are times where it's like, crap, this is quite intense, but if you actually take a step back and deep it, we are able to balance so many things while doing medicine, and that's a choice. Not everyone's going to be able to, not everybody wants to, but med school is really what you make it. What is the next one?
Oh no.
Med students have no vim.
Oh my god!
Hello? Are we all watching the same video?
It depends on what you mean by vim. I think personally we have a lot of vim, but I don't think all medical students are the same, just like all humans aren't the same. So some may be more, let's say, laid back. Let's not cut out people now. Everyone's different in their own way and everyone's lovely in their own way, but some people just want to be more outspoken and loud, and other people want to be more laid back, and that's okay.
Yes.
I think there's obviously a stereotypical medical student. I feel like the stereotype medical student probably doesn't have any vim.
Literally, guys, don't generalize us.
There are some of us out there.
The medical application process shouldn't be as stressful as it is.
100%.
100%.
Like, it's proper stressful.
Literally, I'm 20 now, but the most stressful period in my life was that season of A-levels and applying to medicine, like, and it probably will be for a while, because they put you through a lot. And I think it's also because it's the first time you're going through something like that. It's the first time where you're making such big decisions and such like big preparation.
I just think there are so many people who, even if you get straight A's, you have the work experience, you have this, you have that, you still don't get a place. So you would make a good doctor, but you don't get the place because of like government funding to fund these medical schools. They just don't have it. It's like, we're crying out for doctors. Very stressful. Many tears were shed.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things.
The next one is dyeing your hair at medical school is unprofessional. Unprofessional.
I understand. I do think that people would judge you. Like, there's, as much as you want people to not judge, I don't think that I would have gone on placement when my hair was blue, or I don't think I would have gone on placement when my hair was pink. Not because I think it should be perfectly fine, but I do still think that people are going to be judgy. That being said, one of the lads in my year went on placement with blue hair and with purple hair.
Who is he? I want to be his friend.
Literally.
Obviously, I don't dye my hair, but I get braids done, and you can do this in various colours. And I think to some extent I agree with Faye. Like, I wouldn't go, if I was on placement, lads, I wouldn't have gotten pink hair. Like, if you guys follow Instagram, then you know I got my pink hair, my pink wig.
It looked fucking incredible.
Didn't it? Mate, stop
I was
it.
so shocked. I was just like,
I actually love this girl.
it took my breath away.
Literally.
You look like a real life Disney fucking princess fairy.
Mate,
like,
literally.
oh my god.
Honestly, I'm quite indifferent about that, but because I know people will be judging me, I don't feel comfortable doing that, so I wouldn't want to put myself through that. In saying that, professional, I don't think there should be double standards between people. Like, I rock up to placement with my blonde braids, and no one can ever tell me nothing or tell me it's unprofessional, because I know that I'm not the only one in this room with blonde hair. Just because it's on a different tone doesn't mean there should be a double standard, and it should not be termed unprofessional.
Yeah.
We get it, the standards are strict, but keep it the same for everyone.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I think we all agree that we understand that some people might still hold those opinions and be judgy, but none of us would ever be judgy to anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's where we all agree on.
So this one, I just want to preface this by saying I did not say this. Person X said, a lot of people think dental students are medical school rejects.
Oh my god!
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Actually, I would personally say that dental students are probably the more intelligent ones, because they're going where the money's going, like, we're not. That's so funny. You need the same grades in dentistry as well.
Well, duh.
Faye, I can't lie, I might have to buy that Starbucks cup you're holding. Actually, looks like a bit accessory.
Didn't you get like 3 or something? I feel like you said that in your vlog.
They're £1 each. But I wanted to get the clear sippy ones, but they didn't have them. So I got this one instead.
Is that
and then he was
in
like,
Starbucks?
£1 in Starbucks. He goes, it's £1, and I go, I'll have another one then.
First years think they are doctors and are really stuck up. Having just been a first year, I don't think that's everyone.
That's not everyone.
I don't think so either. But I would say the humbling comes later on.
For me, medical school, like, I was really confused at the start. I didn't even know what was going on. The lectures were confusing me. Everything was confusing me. I didn't even know how to revise, so I was humbled at the very start.
Yeah.
I went into it humble because I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. The 24/7 hustle culture is toxic and should stop.
I see why some people might think that, but I think everyone needs to stop blaming the hustle culture. I do think people need to start taking responsibility of their actions and what they choose to consume. We can't keep indulging in certain things and then trying to find a scapegoat or something to blame. Yes, it might be toxic to some extent, but I feel like to some extent it also pushes you to be better. It pushes you to really go out and get what you want and what you need. Some people really start from the bottom and are just trying to build their way to the top. It doesn't mean it's toxic, it just means they are hard workers, and their threshold might not be your threshold.
There is elements of hustle culture that is bad, but what I would also say is worse is people who pretend that they haven't worked and act like they've achieved all this without working, because I'm sorry, you don't. Even for us, like, we have fun, we enjoy ourselves, but I know for a fact all 3 of us graft. Like, we try and balance our YouTube and medicine. There is nights where obviously we're editing till the early hours of the morning, like, we put in the work. But if I was to turn around and be like, I just sit on my arse all day, but I have got into medical school and I'm doing pretty well on YouTube by doing absolutely nothing, that is just as toxic. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was the fact that whenever we talk about, like, hustle culture being toxic, it always seems to come back to very, like, middle class professions, do you know what I mean? Or so are we going to hold that same energy when we talk about hustle culture for people who are working minimum wage jobs? for 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day to feed their family. Whereas there are a lot of people who are hustling, who are still trying to make ends meet. So I don't know, I don't like the way that hustle culture always kind of talks about people who are actually pretty well off. Yeah, that's my 2 pence.
If I didn't, you know, work more than the average student in my school, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna
turn around and be like, hustle culture is toxic. Well,
yeah,
babe,
like, I had to hustle to get to where I am, and I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't have to hustle, because again, that's also toxic, because that makes people think that they're naturally not smart or naturally can't get anything. So I think it's all about being honest about what you had to do, but also taking into consideration any privileges you may have, and also taking responsibility for what you consume.
Yeah, I think it's about taking ownership of the media that you consume, like using the unfollow button, using the unsubscribe
using
button,
the mute
using
button,
like
the mute button.
Yeah, literally. Like if it doesn't bring you joy or add value to your life, why? Like no, it doesn't need to be on your screen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Well then, lads, that was a hefty one to end it on, but I feel like we've dropped a few gems in this video, just a few, just a few.
Quite a lot.
I would say so.
No, but I really enjoy this, guys.
Yeah.
Of course, speaking with Faye is always a blessing,
Yes.
always so much to take away from it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope Faye, you enjoyed filming this video.
As always, girls.
And we'll see you guys in a new video next week. Bye.
Mwah.
That was so fun.
I love